What's new in Awaken OS version 1.5 based on Android 11 running on the Xiaomi Poco F1? Hey peeps, what's up? Manchi here, back with another video, and in this video I'm going to show you what is new in Awaken OS version 1.5 based on Android 11 running on the Xiaomi Poco F1. It's been quite some time since we had a build of Awaken OS for the Poco F1, and as you can see on this build, security patch is from December 5th, 2020. SE Linux is enforcing. The kernel they are using is Silvercore version 7.8, build from January 3rd, 2020. Now, those of you who want to know how to install this ROM or have a look at the features of previous builds, we have detailed videos for all of those which can be found in the description of this video. Now on this build they have fixed screencast, and Hey Google also works. The only downside is that Hey Google will not work with the screen turned off. And yes, if you press and hold on the home screen, go into styles and wallpapers, you do have the new Mandalorian wallpapers available on this ROM, and I am using the vanilla build with Nix Google Apps. Next up, they have added network isolation. So for that, you can go into settings and then you will go into apps and notification, select any app. Let us say we select Gmail, go into mobile data and Wi-Fi, and you can now configure if Gmail has access to Wi-Fi data, cellular data, background data, VPN data, and all the other options. Then in case you want to have a look at the running services, you can now access them from your quick settings panel. Bam, here it is. Running services works like a boss. Then major customizations have been added for gestures. So you can go into settings, system, gestures, and yes, for starters, they have added 3-finger screenshot, works like a boss. Go into system navigation, make sure you are using gesture navigation, tap on settings, bam, here it is. You can configure the back sensitivity for the left edge and the right edge. Then you can configure the amount of screen height to be used as a touchable region for the back gesture. You can configure your gesture bar length, which does include the option of hiding it. Then in case you want to enable haptic feedback tick for the back gesture, you have a toggle for that. If you want to show an animated arrow for the back gesture, you have a toggle for that as well. Go into advanced gesture options and you can now enable extended actions. So as you can see, long left swipe action, volume panel. Give it one more try. Bam, here it is, volume panel in the building. Long right swipe action, take us to the quick settings. There it is, quick settings. Vertical left L swipe action, take a screenshot. Bam, it should take a screenshot. Let's give it one more try. There it is, screenshot. And similarly for vertical right L swipe action, it should take a partial screenshot. There it is. You can now take a partial screenshot. Everything works like a boss. Then if you want to hide the notch, you can go into settings, then you'll go into display, and here you have the option for display cutout. There it is, you can hide it, rounded corners in the building, and hide notch working like a boss. Unfortunately, you do not have the option for live display in this build. Other than that, if you go into settings and sound, you have the new pulse option wherein you can have a graphic equalizer playing in the navigation bar, on the lock screen, and on your always on display as well. It is pretty dope, and there are a bunch of customization options as well. Other than that, in sound they have also added in call vibration options. So here it is, vibrate on connect, vibrate on call waiting, and vibrate on disconnect. Next up, we can have a look at the different customizations which you can find in Awaken settings. So if you go into themes, you can now configure your volume panel styles, and there it is. You can see you have stock, AOSP, compact, Oreo, and tiled. Here it is. Let us give the tiled one a try. That is how the tiled option looks like. In case you want compact, bam, here it is, compact in the building. Looks pretty compact in my opinion. And then you also have stock, AOSP, and Oreo as well. So here it is, the style from Android. Oreo is also present in this build in your themes options. Other than that, you can also configure your quick setting tile options. So here it is, we are still in Awaken settings and themes, quick setting tile style. Here it is. These are the different options which you have for your quick setting tile style. Right now it is set as default. That is how the default option looks like. Let us change this to say ninja, and bam, there it is. That is how the ninja style looks like. Then they have also added your data usage in your quick settings header. So here it is, data usage in quick setting header. You want it disabled, daily usage or monthly usage, and there it is. You can see 843 MB used by yours truly today. Next up, if you go into buttons, they have added hardware keys controls. So you can use the volume rockers to wake your device, or you can say when the screen is off, long press the volume keys to seek music tracks. You also have keyboard cursor control. And if you go into navigation bar tuner, so if you're using the old school 3-button navigation bar, you can configure the layout to be normal, compact, left leaning or right leaning. You can also configure the different options which you get using the editor which you have, and if you want to invert the layout, you have a toggle for that as well, along with the toggle to enable the pixel animation. Then if you go into notifications, they have added heads up notification customizations. So we can scroll down and go into heads up. Bam, here it is. Heads up notification are enabled. You can make it less boring by enabling this toggle, and they have also added blacklist and stop list for heads up notifications. And yes, you do have screen edge lighting on this build. Next up we have lock screen. So in lock screen they have added a toggle to enable or disable the fingerprint authentication vibration for a successful authentication. Then they have added different charging animations as well. So you have disabled flash, battery drop, explosion and water, and a master toggle to enable or disable the charging animation on your lock screen. And yes, you do have lock screen weather as well. Then if you go into miscellaneous, they have added gaming mode, and once you enable gaming mode, you can block all heads up notifications for messages except calls, and then you can disable automatic brightness. What do you want to do with the ringer in gaming mode? Do you want to not change the setting, set it to vibrate, do not disturb or silent? Those are your options. And what is the kind of indication you're looking for your gaming mode, and of course you can add apps to gaming mode using the option which you see on your screen right now. Other than that, if you have the Google Photos app installed, they also have portrait light. So let me open this picture, tap on edit, and then if you go into adjust, here it is, portrait light working like a boss, as you can see on your screen right now. A pretty nifty feature and is good to have on any Android 11 custom ROM. Next up, we can check for safety net. So as you can see, my device is not rooted right now. I have of course installed Magisk Manager to check for safety net, and as you can see, safety net is passing out of the box. Evaluation type is basic, and because safety net is passing, you should be able to use your banking apps without any issues. Now another feature which they have added to the vanilla build is the ability to hide applications. However, to use that feature, you will have to use the default quick step launcher. So we can go into settings, apps and notification, default apps, change the home launcher from pixel launcher to say quick step, press and hold on the home screen, go into home settings, and here it is, hide and protected apps. So you can hide your apps and also protect them with your pin, fingerprint or face unlock, whatever you want to do. And you also have a toggle for double tap on the empty space on the home screen for screen off, and bam, there it is, working like a boss with no issues to report. And of course the build does come with double tap to wake as well. Now in terms of app opening animations, here are the app opening animations on your screen right now. As you can see, everything is pretty smooth. We can have a look at the recents. Everything is super fast and super smooth, no jitters and no lags. Select works absolutely fine, as does the screenshot option. Have a look at the Google feed. Here it is, no jitters and no lags in the Google feed either. And we can also check for Widevine. So as you can see on your screen right now, Widevine is set as L1. We can go to the Play Store and check for Netflix. So yes, you can install the Netflix application. Unfortunately, I do not have a Netflix account, so In case anybody checks, do let me know via comment below if HD playback is working, and we can add that information to the pinned comment on this video. So there it is, peeps. That was our first look at the new features of Awaken OS version 1.5 based on Android 11 running on the Xiaomi Poco F1, and that will do it for this video. Hope my video helped you. Likes, shares and subscribes are appreciated. Feedback and comment more than welcome. See you when I see you.